Well, I've been mainly involved with Tiptree United in the past. Came through from their youth team, run their youth team, and then took over their reserves. Prior to that, in youth football, took over or run one of the district sides for Colchester, and obviously in previous in the past played at a reasonable level myself.
So there's a good chance you've got a view on what's happened to Tiptree United. What is your view about
that? It's obviously very sad what's happened to Tiptree, because obviously Tiptree, although perhaps the support wasn't there at the end as much as we'd like to have seen, it's still been a club in the village for a very long time, and obviously it'd be nice to see it back there again in the future.
Now you're reserve manager at Heybridge. What qualities did you tell the club that you could bring if you got the job?
Well, obviously I'd like to bring over the experience I've got, which I think will help me, but also is that bringing in players, younger players as well, that I see it sort of 16, 17, 18 year olds as well for the future, for the reserves and for the future first team.
And the club are in a different reserve league this year, the Rydgians Reserve League South. Do you think that's going to be quite competitive and quite exciting? Do you think a lot of that division?
Yeah, no, it's a league which we've had experience in sort of like 2 or 3 seasons with Tiptree, and yeah, the standard is reasonably good in there, and I look forward to it with Heybridge.
Who do you think will be the challenging teams to win a title? Because obviously you know the background of this side, that Wayne Bond used to be reserve manager. He took the club to a title. They won another reserve title last season. So even in the reserves, there's a bit of expectation, surely, for next season.
Oh yeah, and it's especially after their achievements last season, like you say, in the past. It's something which obviously I'd like to achieve the same again this year, and hopefully do well for Heybridge.
Now, you mentioned about getting young players through the ranks a few moments ago. Will you be working closely with Wayne Bond about players that can make the grade, and how important is it that reserve players can be brought up to that grade where they become first team players?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's one of the main reasons for having the reserves, as far as I see it, is to bring players through, progress players through, and strengthen the first team with these players in the future.
And what pre-season games have you lined up? I believe you're off to Burnham Ramblers because of a clash of matches with the first team going to Waverley, but anything else lined up?
Yeah, we've got one against Malden St Mary's in I think it's in early August, and followed up by another one against Rowhedge away, and we've organised one at the moment against the Gas Wreck in Colchester, so that's one still to be organised.
And a decent number of players turning up to be involved with the reserves and with the club, or is there still more to come in? Have you got sort of open training sessions where people can turn up and try and prove to you that they could be a footballer?
Oh yeah, definitely. Players are always welcome to come along to training sessions and prove their ability, and that's there's players from the past have come through that way. There's a few players, or probably 7 or 8 players, which have joined me, which from Tiptree in the past, which I know their abilities, but I'm always looking for players with better ability to strengthen the squad.
And just finally, what are your impressions of the club so far?
Oh, it's very good. It's obviously a very big club. It's been a big club for a long time, and the sort of welcome I've had from the chairman and other members of the committee, plus Wayne and his assistant, have been very, very good. And we're hoping and looking forward to a good season.